They want me to fight the chicken?
Chicken jockey!
It was clear from the outset that Jack Black was a confusing choice for portraying the character of Steve. Not only does Black not resemble the perhaps non-white but also blue-eyed laborer from the game, he couldn't be more far from it. They are both men, one should admit. This is the most egregious choice made by the film crew that ultimately ruins the film in accurately portraying Minecraft. However, it contains a quasi-Hegelian notion. Within a Minecraft movie, the expectation of lack of experience constitutes the experience. A Minecraft movie, as boring as it is functionally as a film, is pregnant with a revolutionary entertainment experience which mirrors the revolutionary politics of the film. The marketing of the film relied heavily on the antics of Black, mostly yelling various sound bites of items from the Minecraft game. Fortunately for Warner Bros., it worked, and hundreds of Gen Z and younger have taken to reducing the viewing experience to barbarism and terror for unexpecting older generations in the theater. Essentially en masse, threatening the security of the screening rooms of a few quiet mall theater outlets. There is a reason for this beyond Black's comedy. A Minecraft movie seems to be pregnant with revolutionary spirit, now recognized by the younger generations. The climax of the experience has revealed itself to be the infamous chicken jockey scene. Black shouts the title of a villain in the game Minecraft, and it seemingly reached a symbolic status. The chicken jockey yelling scene itself, and not the quality of Black's performance. The attachment to the scene by younger generations is a symbol of ironic engagement. For the informed listener, a similar thing occurred with the 2022 film Morbius. Black yelling suddenly is approximately the 30th time in an hour and 10 minutes the viewer experiences Black doing his comedy routine, and it does not get funnier or give the viewer an accurate portrayal of Minecraft. Chicken Jockey then plays as a point of attachment the viewer uses to convey their boredom and grief with a film that so poorly represents the game. Gen Z are not wreaking havoc in Minecraft screenings as a protest, but to counteract the boredom of the mediocre film. One must acknowledge the publicity of these acts. They are intended for views on TikTok and YouTube. Not only are theaters destroyed for fame, but they are destroyed to fulfill the Minecraft movie's intention politically and aesthetically. In a word, Minecraft movie is so boring kids have made their own fun destroying the theaters, distinctly publicly on the internet. It's a mockery of an applause, a reckless ovation and beyond, but it's no coincidence it happened with this film. This planned and revolutionary bout of destruction singled on by an ironic symbol is intended not only to provide entertainment throughout a boring film, but also is founded on the sort of aesthetic and political message of the film. The Minecraft movie's goal is clear, the achievement of communism. This is ultimately what the original game inspires, a world of unalienated labor and an untouched pre-industrial society. No wonder this is the most popular game in the capitalist world. The Minecraft movie argues for revolutionary means over simple reform to achieve this for these reasons. The main antagonist is an imperialist force. They are industrialist pigs who enslave each other and their home for gold. The primary villain of the movie and final antagonist is the leader of the industrialists, who seemingly cannot be redeemed and is portrayed as a sort of class traitor. In A Minecraft movie, creativity is celebrated while monotony and bureaucracy is demonized. Not only are the final villains industrialists, but the beginning of the film is ripe with anti-capitalist sentiment. First of all, Steve, Black's character, had always desired to be a miner as a livelihood, but simply children are not allowed in the local mine. As an adult, Steve is able to enter the mine where he finds the key to entering Minecraft, a world of endless creativity which satisfies through unalienating labor. Steve only returns to the mine as an adult after experiencing capitalist alienation. It's shown Steve earns a living selling doorknobs for a wage, and he's not living a satisfactory life. Here, it's important to note that Steve didn't immediately go to mining after becoming an adult. Steve had decided to put his dream away for perhaps a more convenient job in the city closer to home away from the mine, thus marking the alienation not just of wage workers, but also workers in the city. Steve has given Western capitalism a chance, but he decides to upend his life in a sort of revolution and leave to live in Minecraft permanently. While Steve is living in Minecraft, he's held for ransom by the industrialists. Meanwhile, on Earth, a collection of struggling, one petit bourgeois and proles find friendship in rural Idaho, where Steve and his mine are located. It's here we identify the rest of the main characters as varying classes, and not only laborers like Steve, but notably a struggling store owner who conflicts with the unalienated Steve. They are all transported into Minecraft through alienation, namely the store owner's lack of business and the little boy character's oppression by a dysfunctional school system. Both cases of alienation are caused by the mirror to the antagonist pigs in Minecraft on Earth, a potato chip factory. The factory employs most of the small town, and the employers have seemed to erected an idol to capitalism in the shape of a giant potato statue that towers over the town with eyes. It reminds the workers in the town that the company is always watching. When Henry, the little boy, arrives to the town, he immediately ends up destroying the idol, which infuriates the school administration and the tyrannical employer, of which Henry's sister and legal guardian is employed to. They're both furious and demand retribution. Henry destroys the idol through a bout of creative labor and love for engineering. Here, it is creativity above all else that undermines tyrannical capitalism. It is through a chain of events that four laborers, one being unsuccessful petit bourgeois of an 80s-style struggling arcade who is a foil to Steve Black's antics, end up in Minecraft. While it's shown but not explored, the two female members are shown to be creative types as well. Dawn, while working in real estate, also attempts to engage with her passion for animals through capitalism with an unsuccessful ad hoc traveling zoo, and Natalie labors as the potato chips factory social media manager and marketer. Both livelihoods fit outside the realm of unconventional labor and are fueled by workers' creativity. In essence, it is the desire to be unalienated from capitalism which brings the group to eventually meet Steve and begin the chain of events of an imperialist invasion by the pigs into Steve's home in Minecraft. Steve, similar to other anti-imperialist revolutionaries, counters the reactionary and violent forces, even meets them with a final attempt at peaceful resolution before ending the invasion violently that leads to the slaughter of hundreds of rank-and-file imperialist soldiers who, as established earlier, are coerced into violent capitalistic labor and warfare. The alternative is execution. Here on display the Minecraft movie's revolutionary spirit and the reason why it could be enjoyed by members of the Chinese government. Here is on display the Minecraft movie's revolutionary spirit, and the reason why it could be enjoyed by members of the Chinese government. It advocates for radical and violent anti-imperialism and anti-capitalism, a prolonged people's struggle against an invading force, spearheaded by a figure like Steve similar to Lenin or Mao. If we are to read Steve as the hero of the Minecraft movie, his achievement is repelling capitalist imperialism in Minecraft. Now that it's established the Minecraft movie's revolutionary and creative spirit, it's time to investigate the aesthetic intention. The film A Minecraft Movie is Nintendo hire this man level of ugly. Minecraft, the game, has a consistent style. Everything is a block exactly 1 meter, detailed with 16 by 16 pixel textures to provide a unique but congruent art style. The film abandoned this for a chaotic mixed media style, which goes for a cubic surrealist realism that looks either ugly or at least unreminiscent of the source material. This had to have been an intentional choice and not an oversight. It's embracing the unconventional, similar to how each main character takes up an unconventional or chaotic livelihood or social role. The presentation of the movie clashes between realism and cubism represent the antagonism between capitalist alienation and creativity. Realism is representative of a domain where capitalism not only is central in society, but is tyrannical, and cubism is representative of a domain where communist, asymmetrical, anti-imperialist warfare is regarded as necessary to defend genuine creativity. It's also important to note the unconventional dress each protagonist wears. It further demonstrates their alienation, creativity, and passions. Now to the final argument, that the chicken jockey uproar and theater destruction is brought about by these three factors. 1. Boring humor, 2. Revolutionary spirit, and 3. Unconventionalism and creativity. This has effectively been the perfect storm to brew fear in the hearts of minimum wage movie theater workers. Warner Brothers knew what they had on their hands with the A Minecraft Movie, and plastered the trailers with Black's repeatable and ironic singling one-liners. They knew it was bad, and they knew you were gonna love it. Perhaps they were a little too successful, leading to hysteria in theaters, real chickens being smuggled into theaters only to have the police raid down on the place to appropriate the foul. Clearly this uproar was lightning in a bottle. It's doubtful the eventual sequels or successors will capture this film's raw, experimental, edgy spirit.